Welcome to Jewelry by Ema. This is Ema, and I say, how are all of my guardian angels out there today? Thank you for tuning in and joining me. I'm making jewelry and dropping jewels. My whole objective is to understand the quality of everything in life, from scratch, from junk, from trash, from love. All things are beautiful and have a significance in this world. So why don't you stay tuned? I will be right back. This is Jewelry by Ema, making jewelry and dropping jewels. Greetings to all of my guardian angels out there. I'm Ema Yaruth, and this is Jewelry by Ema, making jewelry, dropping jewels. Come on in. Come on into my existence. I got something wonderful to talk about today. Take a seat. Sit up. Meaning, strong is the ultimate pretty. And I want to that you get to see my mascot. She's got the jewels today. And again, strong is the ultimate pretty. Sit up, everyone. Let's get started. Today, we're going to talk about tools. You know, in order to make jewelry, you need basic equipment and basic tools. And I carry a little toolbox around to make different types of jewelry that I have. And hopefully I'll be able to show you something at the end of the video of something I made out of different old jewelry. We're going to talk about the strength of tools and how they are able to perform, where at one time, you know, we had to use our hands. And again, I use gloves to keep the jewelry protected and also my hands. But we're going to talk about, you know, the tools of the trade and how they help shape and form and cut our jewelry and flatten our jewelry or round it out to make it where it is to your satisfaction. That's the same thing in life. You know, you have to have tools in life to be able to maneuver through the system. You know, a lot of people today are very fearful. They're just weary. They're stressed out. And it doesn't have to be like that. We're all given tools to work with, even if it's just our own common sense, to be able to know the difference between something that is good for us and something that is not. You know, and as far as strong as the ultimate pretty, I've seen a lot of pretty people in the world. I've seen a lot of pretty objects. I've seen a lot of pretty places. But I also have seen a lot of strong people, a lot of strong objects, and a lot of strong places to go and visit. And you know what? I found out and I realized that strength is the ultimate pretty. Strong is the ultimate pretty. And no matter what you do, this is what gets us through. You know, have you ever went to a carnival and you seen the strong man? And he lifted that heavy weights and people was in awe. It's like, wow, he's strong. And that kind of drew our attention and we marveled at that. You know, it reminds me of this young man. He was a DJ and he was in an accident. Somebody hit him. It was not his fault. And it put him in a bad state, physical state. And he wasn't able to talk and everything. And I've been following him and his family. And his mother is just astronomical. And his father is too. They are precious because they're able to go by their son's side each and every day and encourage him, work with him, rub him, massage him, wash him, all the things that, you know, you have to do to a baby. You know, they're doing this to a young adult that it was been injured. And with their strength, this provided tools for him to become stronger. And as I have been watching his videos, I see that he's beginning to talk now. He's got some strength beyond even the phenomenal part of measure. And that's what I'm saying. When you feel like you don't have that strength, you have to get it from those sources that are given to us to be able to, like friends or mentors or family members. That's why I say, come on in here and sit up and understand that strong is the ultimate pretty. Now, let's talk about some tools, because without the tools, I wouldn't have the ability to make the jewelry that I need to make, because sometimes my strength is not up to power to clip and cut and nip and all those good things. These tools here, these are called wire cutters, and you know, you can get them at Hobby Lobby or somewhere like that. They're small, and I guarantee you, if you got a father or uncle or grandfather or someone like that that's got a toolbox, these would be in there, and probably some bigger. But they're called wire cutters, and they cut through wire and trim wire and things like that that you have a problem with trying to get it right as far as making your jewelry. You know, sometimes you want to cut the wire to shorten it or do other things with it. This here, and by the way, with these wire cutters, you know, we can run across individuals in our life that actually has the ability and the strength as these tools to be able to cut through the chase with you and tell you the things you need to know to straighten your life out. Because sometimes we do things that just are not copacetic, and it can cause us the issues that we have, and then we're out there stuck on, you know, trying to figure out what we need to do to better our lives, to straighten our lives out, and it's not easy sometimes. This tool here is called a nylon jaw plier. And it's a marvelous tool, because when you get a piece of wire and you put the wire in between it, I should have had some wire. I'll just use this as an example. Say this is wire, and you run it across there and it straightens it out. See, I'm straightening this out. It was kind of bent, you know, but it actually straightens it out. It'll do better with wire. And a lot of times when your wire gets all crooked and bent and you're trying to fix a necklace or a bracelet or something that, you know, requires wire, you want it to stay straight sometime, and this won't scratch it. And this is called a nylon jaw plier. Very good tool to have. And that's the same way in life. If you can run across somebody that can provide that ability to help you straighten your life out, give you that layer of protection where you're not damaged or scratched, you know, from your physical or your mental, then you have something going on for yourself. Because it's very hard out here to maneuver through this system or this labyrinth or matrix that I mentioned in another video. You know, we have to understand that we can't do it by ourselves. Just like I can't make the jewelry without my tools. You know, it's just hard. I mean, back in the day, they made jewelry with, you know, they used their hands a lot, but they also invented different tools to be able to make it easier. And if you got tools in life, such as to be able to get an education or to resort to talking to someone in authority to help you straighten your life out, or help you to better your life, or help you to guide you in the right direction to make your life fulfilling, that's what you got to resort to. Anyway, this one here is a crimp tool. And I love this tool because when I'm doing jewelry and a necklace or a bracelet or something of that nature, and I want to put a clasp on it, well, I actually put those little crimp beads on it. And this tool here, and later on, let me remind you, as we go on and I start making jewelry, I will be using these tools and show you how they actually work. But you put the little crimp around the jewelry, the necklace or the bracelet, and you use this tool to round it out. You can use a plier, but the pliers will actually bend it and possibly make it where it'll be poking into someone's skin or something, and you want them to not feel the irritation or be subjected to any type of damage to their body because of your jewelry. So this is a crimping tool, and it's slightly flattened right in there You know, and then it has the roundness in it where that crimp will fit down in there. And it actually just molds it and shapes it and rounds it. Very good tool to have. One of the basic ones. Um, Actually, this tool here is a needle nose bent pliers. And I love these tools because I love this pliers because I always use it to do my earrings, and it holds real good, you know? See, and it grips real well. And that's like when you're out here in the world and you go result to someone that really firmly believes in you, they'll hold you to what you say you're going to do, and they'll push you in that right direction. They'll grip onto you and tell you which way you need to follow, which path you need to go down to be successful in your endeavors. And so that's the way these tools are. You know, it grips on and holds on to my jewelry, and I can be able to work it and make it shape and form because I'm holding on to it with that strength. And that's what these tools are, very strong, and they provide that strength for us. These tools, this little baby here, and I have several of them, and I want you to know that I love these tools too because they actually, you know, they're round nose. They actually, you grab it and you can just loop your jewelry. You know how you have loops in your earrings. You just put it in there and loop that earring. You can actually make your own hoops by using these also sometimes. And these are round nose pliers that actually work for looping different things. This is a bigger size than this one, and you can actually get them in bigger sizes too. And all these tools you can get at Hobby Lobby or some hobby shop or craft shop that provides them for, because sometimes people use these tools for other crafts besides making jewelry. This one here is like a flat nose pliers, and I have a bigger one somewhere. But actually this is a flat nose pliers, and it's got a good grip too. It grips really nice, you know. Now these round nose pliers is kind of like a signification of, you know, you have your resources where you can actually get something done in your life, and you can make it into a complete circle around. You round it out. You round out your life to the point where, you know, you are beginning to see the light. You're beginning to understand that you don't have to worry about some of the things that you did in the past. You're eliminating them, and you're starting to balance out your life. You're rounding out the corners of each and every facet of where you've been and how you've transpired and how you've transformed in your life. With these flowers here, they get a good grip on things. And I like them small too, because I work with a lot of rings, jump rings, and different findings for my jewelry. And so this has ability to grasp, and you hold it like, you know, I hold it like that. Some people might be able to hold it a little bit different. You know, some people might do. But this here gives me an extra support when I grab onto it. I love my jewelry. I love my tools to make my jewelry. Scissors is always a very important thing to have. You know, different types of scissors, small ones, big ones, large ones. And I was fortunate enough to run across these. These are laser scissors. And you know, when you use them and you point your scissors on the material, it actually lines, that laser lines it up, and you can follow that actual red line that it produces. Engraving tools are good to have. This is an engraving, little bitty, not very expensive engraving tool. I like to engrave things. I like to make, well, sometimes I use it just to make lines on jewelry. You'll be seeing a lot of that from me. You know, then this is a good one to have, a box cutter, you know, to cut things from a standpoint where it actually will be a precise cut, you know, on your leather or on your suede instead of scissors. I do have some more tools later on down the line that works with leather and suede that I will, when I do those type of projects, I will bring them out and show them to you. You know, in life, we have to use our ability to use our tools to make us better people. It takes away a lot of frustration, and it also gives us stability. And we need stability in our life because there are a lot of overwhelming situations and events that have occurred down the line, particularly in the last year or so, that creates a different environment, which creates a different persona of ourselves. And we have to really want to change. And it takes all of us to see beyond the negativity. We don't want to continue to experience that negativeness in our life because it can stress you out to the point where it can make you unhealthy, or it could take your life. So I believe that if we just take our time and understand that we have to develop that strength about ourselves, and to be courageous in what we do, and believe in what we do, believe in all of the things that will make us progress in this society and progress in this world. We all have a purpose, you know. And one lady, her name, let me get her name right, and I'm going to post her name down at the bottom of the page so that you can look her up. But her name is Marlisa, and she's in Marlisa. I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name because I might get it wrong, but she actually is an attorney, and she basically just did a blog on talking about how that the signs of being able to understand who you are and what you do and what you need to do to better your life. And I will post her, Marlisa Fagengray or something like that. I will look her up right quick for you because I like her style. I like her demeanor, and I like what she represents. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things where if you have a chance to actually go in there, her name is, and I will make sure that I post this under my, on this site, on this page here. Her name is Marlisa Fabregat, Fabrega. I hope I'm pronouncing right. And her blog is Daring to Live Fully. Live the length and width of your life. And she has 12 self-awareness exercises of know thyself. And one thing that really stood out to me was like a step one, she said, where it was an experiment or something that the scientists or doctors did. They would get children that were, or animals, and that were asleep or under anesthesia, and they actually put a little dot up there in their forehead. And they had a mirror in front of the child or the animal. And once that child or animal woke up, if that child touched the dot, looking in that mirror, touched the dot on their actual forehead, that means they were self-aware of themselves. But if they touched the dot on the mirror, they were not aware of who they were. But it doesn't stop there. You know, self-awareness also involves asking questions about, as Miss Marlisa said, asking questions about who you are. What is your purpose here? What do you need to do to bring yourself to that point that you are standing out for your uniqueness, for your ability to give something to the world and be a part of something that will make a difference in this world? We all are valuable. We're all precious. Just like, for example, when I make my jewelry, I feel like my jewelry is precious. And I'm going to show you a set that I actually created using the tools that I had just showed you, and maybe a few other things. And I actually got some old jewelry. It was an old necklace, and it was 3-tier. And it has the little designs in it. They are like an intertwining There's a name for it. Forgive me, I can't remember the name right now, but it's I have it on the description of my jewelry. But it intertwines, and it has like a different little, see that different little areas that you can see through. It's like a weave. And I found this was actually an earring. It was a single earring. I'm very fortunate enough to find little earrings, single earrings a lot of times, and I find the beauty in them, and I hate to let them go to waste. So I actually took that second tier from this necklace, cut this down shorter because it was all long tiers. And I took a stone out of that tier, second tier, and I found a little Swarovski's jewels, and in there, see that? I put it in the ear. I actually put a hole in that earring right there and put it in the ear, and then I took the part where the actual hook of the earring was and added it onto there. That's the actual necklace. See, and that's called an ancestral woman. And here are the earrings that I actually took some extra pieces from that third tier and added the little jewels down at the bottom and make them dangle with it. Do it like this. There we go. See? And I want to be even more creative. And so a lot of times, you know, us women back in the day, we had these brass bracelets that we have worn over the years, and we really like them. So I decided to take another piece from that third tier and put it on there and wire wrap it. I didn't want it actually uniform. I wanted the wire to be kind of, you know, wild and different and not uniform, because it brings out the quality of those designs within that piece, as well as the necklace. So with that, this was produced by the tools that I used. See, and just think of all of the wonderful people in the world that were able to accomplish a lot of things in life because, or a lot of different projects that they had set forth because they used the tools that they had. You know, if you are starting a business, you want to use an accountant to do your work. That's a tool. If you are raising animals on a farm, you want to be able to have those equipment to clean your animals, or to steer them into the stall, or to pump their milk. Whatever the case may be, we have to have the tools in our life to assist us. We can't do it alone no more. Life has progressed to that point. And so as I do my jewelry, I will be talking about a lot of qualities that we have that we can give to others. You know, if you see that you can reach out and be a tool to someone else, then that's what you need to do. You know, we got to stop all of this madness and thinking that we are just, you know, the main attraction, when in reality, we're just like a blade of grass. And, you know, we know how that works. A blade of grass, if a lawnmower gets to it, it's gone, you know. And so we have to be able to work ourselves into this system to be a part of a whole system and to help others like ourselves be able to make it through this. So I wanted to make sure that as a potential crafter that you may be, or just someone who likes to watch and enjoy people making jewelry and want to know how do they do this or what do they use, I thought maybe that would be a great thing to bring some of the tools to let you see the basics of what you need to create whatever it is that you have on your mind. Diva D, she will vouch for you. You know, she has her jewels, and she says that, you know, we need to hang in there and understand that strong is the ultimate pretty. Means sit up. You take notes, and continue to live your life by using those tools and resources that you have at your disposal. And remember, it's not easy out here. It's never going to be that easy. Even if you get it easy, it's still something always on the forefront or in the background that's going to test you and try you. Now, you know, if you have used your tools to develop your character, your personality, and you understand who you are, and you know what your capabilities are, and you understand what your position is in life, then things start to fall in place for you, as they have for me. I'm an elder, and I believe that the road I took and traveled in my life has helped me tremendously. I respected my elders. I listened to what they had to say, and it was able to shape and mold me, not only for me to be able to forgive people them trespassing against me, but also asking for forgiveness for me trespassing against them, you know. And it also makes me know when I do my jewelry, I'm doing one-of-a-kind jewelry to make someone else happy. It's not so much the piece itself, but the meaning behind it. You know, what it can do to brighten someone's day. I do have a website, and it'll be at the bottom. Jewelry by Ema is on my Facebook page. You know, go in there and look it over. I'm getting it together. It's been a while since I actually had anything to, you know, put on there and work with. Because, you know, like you said, there's a lot of things going on in our lives, especially the pandemic that occurred. So, you know, we have to kind of, you know, get back into the groove. But I also have Lioness Chic Boutique website where you can go in there and actually buy some of the jewelry that I've actually made, that I handmade from other materials or either from newer materials. I love working in different medias and different jewelry pieces. I mean, from the past, from the present, even from the future, something I could create out of thin air. You know, I like different objects and different things to make my jewelry because I want it to be one of a kind. And anything that I make, I do not make copies of or duplicates. It's there for anyone that would like to get it. And again, this is a piece that is a combination of earrings, a necklace, and a bracelet that will be available on the site. You know, and, you know, go in there and, you know, if you order a certain amount over $25, or maybe I think it's 50, I don't know, I have to go in and look, it's free shipping. You know, I also have jewelry jars coming. I've been going out finding jewelry jars full of jewelry. So we're going to do a little bit of the jewelry jars too and see what's in them. And I might be able to find some goodies that I can make some jewelry. Or if I feel like it can be something that I can put on my site to, you know, for someone to purchase, then it will be that too. I also on this Lioness Chic Boutique, I have new jewelry that I've run across, or either jewelry that's older than, you know, maybe it's vintage or maybe it's antique or whatever. That'll be available on there if I don't want to alter or change it, you know. So go check the site out. I think you'll like it. And the motto of Lioness Chic Boutique is that we believe, and I believe, that there's a lioness in every woman. So stay tuned. We got more to come. And I appreciate you coming in, all my guardian angels. And with that, I always say, sit up. Strong is the ultimate pretty. But also I want to leave you my 3 P's. Peace, protection, and prosperity.